Judges 14. Samson's riddle. One day, when Samson was in Timnah, one of the pregnant women cut his eye. When he returned home, he told his father and mother, "A young Philistine woman in Timnah cut my eye. I want to marry her. Get her for me." His father and mother objected. "Isn't there even one woman in our tribe or among all the Israelites who you could marry?" They asked. "Why must you go to the pagan Pastor to find a wife?" But Samson told his father, "Get her for me. She looked good to me." His father and mother didn't realize the Lord was at work in this, creating an opportunity to work against the Philistines who ruled over the Israelites at the time. As Samson and his parents were going down to Timnah, a young lion suddenly attacked Samson near the vineyard of Timnah. At the moment, the Spirit of the Lord came powerfully upon him, and he ripped the lion's jaw apart with his bare hand. He did it easily as if it were a young goat, but he didn't tell his father or mother about it. When Samson arrived in Timnah, he talked with the woman, was very pleased with her. After, when he returned to Timnah for the wedding, he turned off the pot to look at the carcass of the lion, and he found that a swarm of bees had made some honey in that carcass. He scooped some of the honey into his hand and ate it along the way. He also gave some to his father and mother, and they ate it. But he didn't tell them he had taken the honey from the carcass of the lion. As his father was making final arrangements for the marriage, Samson threw a party at Timnah, as was custom for elite young men. When the bride's parents saw him, they selected 30 young men from the towns to be his companions. Samson said to them, "Let me tell you a riddle. If you solve my riddle during these 7 days of celebration, I will give you 30 fine linen robes and 30 sets of festival clothing. But if you can't solve it, then you must give me 30 fine robes and 30 sets of festival clothing." Alright, they agreed. "Let's hear your riddle." So he said, "One out of one who eats came along to eat. Along came something to eat. Out of the strong came something sweet. 3 days later, they were still trying to figure it out. On 4th day, they said to Samson's wife, 'Entice your husband to explain the riddle for us, or we will burn down your father's house with you in it. Did you invite us to our party? A party just to make us poor?' So Samson's wife came to him in tears and said, 'You don't love me. You hate me. You have given my people a riddle, but you haven't told me the answer.' 'I haven't even given the answer to my father or mother,' he replied. 'Why should I tell you?' So she cried whenever she was with him and kept it up for the rest of the celebration. At last, on the 7th day, he told her the answer because she was tormenting with her nagging. Then she explained the riddle to the young man. So before sunset of the 7th day, the men of the town came to Samson with their answer. 'What is the sweeter than honey? What is stronger than a lion?' Samson replied, if you hadn't quarreled with my heifer, you won't have solved my riddle." Then the Spirit of the Lord came powerfully upon him. He went down to the town, killed 30 men, took their belongings, and gave their clothing to the man who had solved his riddle. But Samson was furious about what had happened, and he went back home to live with his father and mother. So his wife was given in marriage to the man who had been Samson's best man at the wedding.